Welcome back, JDs and Lettleman, to Strika's Beta Minecraft World Extravaganza. There's been a lot of updates. First off, we got the dog. Winston John St. Churchill. That's his name. Didn't just come up with it on the spot. That's a spider. Where to start? I guess it's been a while since I've shown off the world here. Got a little tree farm right there. Kind of just did some cleaning up in this main area here. Just put some trees down. Got some signage up. Barbecue's always been there. Finally closed in the fence a little bit. Like I said, got a little tree farm here. Nice little cozy vibes here on the homestead. I think this is new. I've got an incredibly rudimentary spider grinder. I suck at this stuff in the modern versions, let alone now. Basically, you just let them fall and smack them. Go out and grab your strings. You still take a lot of damage though because it's built poorly. There's a little dungeon. I think it's one of the first things I found in this world. Yeah, see a little dungeon right there. One of the first things I found in this world was this dungeon, because this little room here actually is my first night hut. This little cave entrance was open. I just dug a little hole, and that's where I stayed for the first few nights. Did a little bit of decor here at the here in the Nether. And I believe this is... I might have had this note here last time I made a video, but I don't recall. I have, however, started to work on the Nether hub situation. I will, we'll revisit this. Got the mines. Nothing too special's changed about the mines. I have, however, I did finally cave. I got bored of jumping up the stairs all the time, so I put some powered rails down so that we can go back and forth now. I still gotta put like one more powered rail up here, because otherwise it does that. But, yeah. Just minor improvements over here, just stuff to make things a little bit easier. The biggest stuff, and the stuff you'll notice the thumbnail. Bit of land over here. I guess even that's new, but, most noticeably, most importantly, arguably, boom. I finally redesigned the tower. And I built a lighthouse. Lighthouse is still technically not finished, but I've been lazy. I gotta get some black dye from Wids. I redesigned the Pueblo a little bit. Not much. Just made it look a little bit nicer. And yeah, this is Market Square. I believe the last video I posted, I was digging out the area for this, and that's kind of funny because this is now kind of like an old project. I still got some work I want to finish. I want to give each of these stands some personality. Maybe put some signs and stuff up on these walls, or maybe even use crash slabs and put like a smooth one every second, something like that. A little bit of pattern. For the community center, our little market square. I haven't built paths out this way yet, but I've abandoned the seawall idea. I've decided that's not going to work out, and I've press on my fog button. I've just kind of filled in the area I dug out for it. Out here is the quarrying company that I was talking about. At least I think I was talking about it. And built this nice little... It's definitely an experimental build. No doubt about that. But I think it's turned out relatively nicely. Got a good little desk, nice little storage room, kitchen or something. Office. I think I was gonna put a bedroom or something up here too. Haven't gotten that far. It's a little watchtower. It's the area we quarry the sand from. Down here. Oh. Little barbecue, little lunch spot. It's a nice little build. It's you know, probably could look better, but cares about all that. What else do we have going on? Ooh, I've expanded outwards a little bit. This little post is no longer the heart and soul of this community. And it still is to some extent, but show y'all what we got going on. And I guess the current project that we're working on. The beta update's not the beta update. The world update is not too expansive. I'll go up to there here in a second. I'll show you guys the view. But yeah, this stuff over here is kind of the more important stuff now, where I've been working. Got the tall oak forest back here. These trees are semi-custom. Basically what I did, I build a little replica. So basically, okay. Basically, what you do is you place a tree like this, except you do it a few blocks up in the air, and then yeah, place torches like this. This will force the trees to grow out into these big branchy ones, and then from there, once they grow, you just destroy this and build a little trunk around them. That's how you build a tall oak forest. I think it turned out really well. I'm very happy with it. It's got very good vibes at night. Very good vibes. I think the in hindsight, the only thing I should have done is I should have found a rainforest biome to do this in. But I'm not too mad about it. I kind of like the we've got a more arid forest up here, and then we've got a greener, richer forest down as you get deeper into it. Not complaining here. As you can see, I've been very much going ham on the tree cover. Trying to get this place as green as possible. This one I'm probably going to have to take down. Awkwardly placed. This building is not finished and extremely experimental. It's supposed to be a storage room of some sort, like community storage. But, yeah. Not happy with it. I gotta I gotta tear at least the roof down and rebuild it. This is our foundry, the community foundry. Just a bunch of furnaces for me to smelt stuff in. That's basically its sole purpose in life, is to let me smelt a lot of stuff at once. Kind of just, like I said, letting nature take over, growing some trees and all that. Over here, though, is where the current, you can kind of see it peeking out. It's where the current project is. I'm trying to turn this area, as you may remember, if we head along this path, that takes us to the camp. I'm trying to turn this kind of further area, the outskirt area of Orsted, into somewhat of a tourist area. Something like that. Like, this is going to be a little bit of a resort, a lodge type of situation. I think, I don't know if I'm going to do this because it'll be a lot, but I think I'm going to turn this big sand area into like a man-made lake. Up here, there is a lake, some water. What I might do is it might be a big terraforming project. I have not decided on this one yet. With a bunch of them. Gotta remember to check over in this pond more often when I'm building. Yeah, we got this little lodge. I'm trying to do something kind of funky here. Have like a glass observation. So if I go inside, kind of, you'll see you got a good view of the mountains. See, so I'm trying to have a good little, like a quarter dome type of situation. I think at the moment, the main thing I'm doing for this is farming wood. So that's probably, I'm gonna get work on this, because, oh, no, there is one more update for you guys. Just a really small, but I remember saying that I was going to turn this area into a camp and build some tents, and I turned this area into a camp and built some tents. Still gotta put a fire down. I keep meaning to bring a chunk of netherrack out here and do that, but never do. I knew there'd be another. Where there's one, there's two. For some reason. For three. Okay. The creepers, I don't know if this is a beta thing or if this is a me thing, like this world or what. Creepers have been insane. It's getting to a point where I actually have to do like a quick peaceful flash every time I wake up in the morning because there's nothing I can do. I leave the room and everything gets blown up because there's 4 creepers. I can kill 1 creeper, there's another creeper waiting for him. It doesn't matter. Absurd. And listen, I'm willing to accept I might just be bad at the game, but I don't think that's it. Ooh, that skeleton fucked me. So that's what we're working on. Not dying, getting wood, and building a lodge. Probably hang out, include a little bit of that, talk about the channel a little bit. I have some plans. Who knows how well I'm going to go forward with them, but I find talking about them helps me manifest them a little bit to some extent. So I guess first and foremost on the YouTube channel discussions is I want to start uploading on somewhat of a schedule. This is, of course, just a hobby for me, so it's won't be a very strict schedule. It's more or less just a guideline of what I'm going to try and upload on and what I'm going to try and upload. Hopefully if I stick to that, it just becomes routine and I don't end up in a situation where I pick up the channel again and drop it for another few months. And then pick it up again and drop it for another few months. Then pick it up again and drop it for another few months. I'm thinking Mondays, which, if all goes to plan, will be the day that this video is uploaded. Will be a beta world, some normal Minecraft, something like that. Thinking Wednesdays will be a, how to say, a more produced video, whether it's Minecraft or not, I don't know, just something more produced. And Fridays will be a variety day. Could be Minecraft, could be modded Minecraft, could be Project Zomboid, could be any other number of the stuff I play. Just, you know, Friday's a veritable bag, could be anything. Mondays you can kind of expect classic Minecraft. Wednesdays probably going to be Minecraft adjacent, but produced. You know, maybe a map, like an adventure map walkthrough or something like that. Who knows? I have a bunch of ideas, and not all of them are Minecraft. I gotta keep myself tied into that. Vintage Story is another one I've been meaning to get into the rotation there. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking in terms of the direction of the channel, so to speak. Ugh, it's gonna be a floating giant tree, but I don't have axe. Well, a slight bit of improvement, slight bit of progress. Kind of, blew through all the wood that I brought there. A little bit more is needed, though. I think it's not turning out too badly. I think I gotta trust the process, and then I'll be able to redesign this corner a little bit better. But I think, honestly, I think that about wraps her up for the video I got today. I don't have too much to say. I just wanted to do a little world update, get back into the flow of things, and I've tagged a little building ASMR there onto the back end of it. So yeah, thank y'all for watching if you hung out, and I'll speak to y'all again soon.